try to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance of winning the wins.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gives it off to Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Fake here on first down. Right side here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball.
Green, 39!
Last week to really hit their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's swinging it out in this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. What?
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns. 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the
be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Four down, check, four down. Flex round. Tighten up. Banjo. Flex round.
He'll drop to throw. It is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll try to put him on the first with the other. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I had a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking to tuck the ball for
So don't leave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
You got to know the drill, and otherwise, just don't do it.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Green 39.
On the play fake, he'll look to throw. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Snap as they look to throw. And it's caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Ohio! Flex round!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it for the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get over it, even when he's not supposed to be.
And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Really nice catch.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
To the next level if you don't take care of him.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The first catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant. And oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
On the move to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before